What's going on, Sooner Nation? So since Brent Venables and Vali, Brandon Hall, they have gotten to Oklahoma, one thing that you can say is they're changing the defensive back room for the better. Imagine a world where Oklahoma walks into a game where you have 6-foot corners, 6-foot safeties, sometimes even bigger, and you have guys that can clean it up from all areas of the field. That's what Oklahoma's got, but they just made an offer out to the 2026 five-star safety, and I think we have to talk about it because this dude looks to be like an absolute athlete on the field, and I think it's somebody that you actually might be excited about. So join the discussion, jump in the comments below, and as always, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You guys wouldn't want me to be a sad Oklahoma fan, right? All right, so today we got to talk about R.J. Sermons Jr. or Rodney Sermons Jr., a 6-foot, 180-pound cornerback out of I believe it's Rancho Cucamonga, California. I think I said that right. According to 247, 51st overall player in the composite, 57 overall nationally. Now, on 3, they have him at the number 15th overall player in the country. Right now, it's a 4-star, but technically that's 5-star territory, so that's where we're going to put him. ESPN also has him at number 20. Rivals is the lowest on him, where they have him at 196. So if Rivals wasn't so far down, he actually might be a 5-star into the composite rankings. But when you look at him as a player and as an athlete, you understand why Brent Venables wants a guy like this. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see the 247. And since Chris Plank watched our show and said that ads pop up at the bottom, we're going to use this little nifty X. We're going to click off the ad here. All right. So R.J. Sermon. So he has 24 offers from elite schools across the country. And I'm going to repeat it again. Offers matter. Who the schools are from tells you more about the player and gives you better understanding. So Alabama, Georgia, I'm going to put Colorado in there since Deion Sanders is there. He's done a really good job with Travis Hunter. He's going to always try to recruit those DBs at an elite level. But you got Notre Dame, Oregon, Tennessee, Texas A&M, USC, Utah, Washington. He's got some really good Power 4 offers. But here's the thing that I want Oklahoma fans to understand and what really matters, and I think what we're starting to see with these offers. So you saw this cycle in the 2025 cycle. Oklahoma got Tristan Haynes. Tristan Haynes is 6'2", 175 pounds. Additionally, you get yourself a guy like Cortland Guillory, who's 6 foot, 175 pounds. Then you turn it around to the other quarterback, Malik Hawkins, 6 foot, 180 pounds. You catching the drift here? This staff wants to recruit taller corners and taller safeties. They don't want to live in the world that we were living in towards the end of Bob Stoops' regime and into the Lincoln Riley regime, where you've got smaller corners and smaller safeties and you're getting beat by those elite wide receivers, right? You're giving yourself a better opportunity. Again, imagine a world where you get a guy like R.J. Sermons and maybe the receiver blows past him, but he's got a 6'2" safety behind him to help clean it up. Oklahoma's DB room is going to be one of the most elite DB rooms in college football this year. I believe that, especially with what they have coming back. But definitely going into the next couple of years, this room has potential to be one of the best rooms on this team and one of the best DB rooms in college football. Brandon Hall, Vali, they've done a fantastic job at stacking talent. Now, going back to R.J. Sermons, looking at him, he is a two-sport athlete. He does well on the track. He has a personal best of 10.48 in the 100-meter and a 21.34 in the 200-meter in his junior track season. And you can see that track speed on the film. If you're watching the film here, you can see it. But he is a USC legacy. His dad, Rodney Sermons, played as a running back in the mid-90s at USC, but he is a pure corner who can play as a wideout or as a nickel. He has really good feet. He closes well and shows poise when the ball is in the air, according to Greg Biggins, who's one of the national recruiting analysts over at 247. But here's the deal. Another thing that I've really noticed with Oklahoma and how Brent Venables, Vali, and Brandon Hall want to recruit corners and safeties, they're recruiting players with high IQs, which is important because when you got these guys with high IQs, they see the field a little differently. And so you look at what RJ has been able to do on the football field in his high school career. Defensively, 20, from what I could find on Max Preps, sophomore varsity year, 29 solo tackles, 46 total tackles. He's had 5 pass breakups, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery. This is a guy that, he's a 5-star talent. He's a guy that's going to be one of the more coveted corners in this class. And Vali and Brandon Hall, they do their thing. They do a really good job. And I think they could put Oklahoma in a good spot to go out there and land someone like this. And proof of concept, guys, if Billy Bowman goes and gets drafted pretty high, you see Gentry Williams work his way into first-round status, which those grades have already kind of been given out by mock boards. I think you're really going to see corners and safeties that are recruits take Oklahoma very, very seriously. Even guys that are maybe hitting the transfer portal. Hence, Oklahoma would have probably loved to have gotten an Andrew Makuba this year, but he ended up going to Texas. Imagine if Oklahoma would have been able to land someone like that just to shore up the safety room a little bit more. So, moral of the story here is Oklahoma is doing a fantastic job on the recruiting trail. RJ Sermon's a 5-star cornerback, I think could be an elite prospect for Oklahoma. And I believe in Vali. I believe in Brandon Hall to go out there and get the job done because with the guys that they've already brought the guys that they've already brought in, the guys that they currently have recruited this cycle, and then the offers that you've seen them throw out here in the 2026 and 2027 cycles, you kind of see the trend. You see what they're going after. And as an Oklahoma fan, this has been one of the points that has really nagged you a little bit in games. And it's finally getting fixed. It's being addressed. And you've got to be excited about it. So, Sooner Nation, as always, I need to hear from y'all. So make sure you guys join the discussion. Jump down in the comments below. Give me your thoughts, your opinions on this latest offer for Oklahoma. Hey, and as always, if you guys haven't already, I need you guys to hit that like, and I need you to hit that subscribe button. I want to know that you guys like this kind of content. So don't be shy. Hit the subscribe button. Check us out for a while. If you don't like us, you can always unsubscribe. But as a content creator, it helps us out when you do that. And it also helps us out when you jump in the comments and let us know what your thoughts are. All right. Until next time. Peace.